look at how to hold the katana. So place the katana into the obi, secure with segeo. Okay, and then take the sword out. And we're going to have a look at, first of all, the right hand grip. So you want to hold the weapon as if you're holding an umbrella, like this. Okay? And don't place the hand too close to the tsuba, because when you start to yield your weapon in practice, then your hand's going to rub against the tsuba and cause damage to your hand. Alright? So keep the hand just slightly back so there's a small gap between the hand and the tsuba. Okay, so that's your first position with the right hand. And your second position with your left hand is that you're holding the end of the tsuka, so that the little finger here is just wrapping around Kashiwa here, alright? And the grip in between, so the gap in between here, is just a fist width in between, alright? So you hold it at the end. Now there's a good reason for holding the grip like this. Different schools have different principles, but at the Honjojutsu school, we hold the katana in this way. So your right hand is for stability of the weapon, and your left hand is for control of the weapon. Okay. Now, when you're actually holding to cut, when the giri cut, then the action is to squeeze inward, as if you were bringing out a wet rag inward. So it's not a grip, it's more like a firm hold. So you don't hold the weapon too tightly, you just want to squeeze inwards with both hands together as you cut. Okay? Now the actual tension that you put on the weapon, on the katana, is even, it's equal. But you squeeze ever so gently, squeeze inwards. So it's like squeezing a wet rag, wringing out the wet rag. Okay? And that gives you a focus when you cut. So it gives you a focus. So if I'm squeezing slightly inwards as I drop or cut, I am allowing the control between the strength of the right hand and the strength of the left hand. Okay, so I'm moving my hand. If you watch the way I move my hand, I come a little bit closer here. Okay, I'm squeezing this way. Yeah, just gently, gently. Okay, so you don't want to keep the tension there. You want, as you cut, you want just to keep the tension as you cut. So if I'm coming into a tune-out position and say I cut, okay, now this side I'm squeezing slightly together to give me that focus cut. So it gives me that focus cut. It gives me a lot more focus and balance by squeezing my hands inwards together. Alright? So remember that the left hand is for the control of the weapon, and the right hand is for the stability of the weapon, and the squeezing together is for the balance. Alright? So if I'm balancing, if you watch the tsuba, if I turn my weapon around like this, okay, my tsuba is staying in the same place. So just practice that position and practice on your cuts, okay, from a Jira position, okay. Right? Just practice maintaining cuts and make sure that you have that equal amount of pressure between right and left hand and the control with your left, okay, and holding that firmness and stability with that right hand. And make sure your hand isn't too close to the suba. You don't want to cause damage to the hand. Okay? Just relax. Remember, it's a firmness. It's not holding a weapon too tight. You have to be relaxed and try and maintain the flexibility with the weapon. All right? Or otherwise, you can't move it. You might be able to block the cut once. Okay? If you're too tense, you'll tire your wither. All right? Okay, so just practice that, and I'll see you in the next session. Okay?